What if I told you that the real key to survival isn't about being the strongest, but being the most still? Or that the biggest, most heroic things in life happen when nobody's even looking? Well, today we're going to dive into two amazing stories that are pretty much guaranteed to change how you think about power. Seriously, think about it. When you're in a real crisis, what do you rely on? Is it your strength, your ability to fight, or is it your mind? Well, there's this classic old fable that has a pretty surprising answer to that.
All right, so let's start in this seemingly peaceful grassland. You know, the type of place where the rules of survival feel like they're just etched in stone. But guess what? Today, those rules are about to get completely rewritten. So on one side, you've got this wolf, all teeth, pure hunger, just raw power. And on the other, a donkey. I mean, he's completely outmatched, right? In every single physical way. But, and this is a big but, the donkey has a secret weapon. A mind that is totally calm, totally aware, and unbelievably clever. Okay, this is where the donkey's genius really shines. See, he doesn't even try to fight the wolf. Nope, he outthinks him. First, he fakes this painful injury, playing right into the wolf's arrogance. And then comes this masterful twist. The donkey actually makes his own problem, the wolf's problem. It's just brilliant.
And here it is, the big moment. The wolf, completely fooled, leans in close to play doctor, and in that one split second of distraction, bam! The donkey lets him have it. Just like that, he secures his freedom and teaches that wolf a lesson he'll never forget. Don't underestimate your opponent. So, the lesson here is crystal clear, isn't it? Panic? It's a killer. Brute force? That's a dead end. But a calm mind, a mind that can see past the immediate danger, well, that's the ultimate survival tool. Okay, so that's an old fable. But how does this kind of ancient wisdom really play out in our complex, modern world? I mean, our predators are different now, right? They're often invisible things like guilt, regret, or just the heavy weight of judgment. Our next story is going to take us to a bustling city where a very different kind of wolf is lurking in the shadows. So I want you to meet someone. His name is Fakira. To pretty much everyone, he's just another face in the crowd, a beggar who sits outside a temple every day. But behind that silent gaze, there's a story that is about to shake this entire city to its core. I mean, people walked right past him every single day. Their eyes would just glaze over with judgment. You could almost hear them thinking, lazy, or what a wasted life. But there was this one kid, a 12-year-old street kid named Raghu, who saw something different. He didn't see a beggar, he saw a mystery. So one day, Raghu's curiosity just gets the better of him. He decides to follow Fakira. And he doesn't end up in some dark, desperate alley. No, he follows him to this crumbling old building. You just have to wonder, what secrets could possibly be inside? So Raghu peeks through a dusty old window, probably expecting to see, a scene of total poverty. But instead, he finds a school, a thriving school, 70 children, all learning, laughing, their futures being built one single coin at a time. Naturally, Raghu has to confront him. And when he does, the truth, it finally comes spilling out. And let me tell you, the story of the man behind those beggars' rags is way more incredible than anyone could have possibly imagined. Okay, get ready for this, because it's a shocker. The man they all called Fakira was actually Ranveer Singh. Yeah, the Ranveer Singh, the wealthiest, most powerful man in the entire city. His whole life as a beggar, it was a lie, a carefully constructed, elaborate lie. But why? Why the whole charade? Well, the answer is a total tragedy. It goes back to a lifetime of greed, a factory he built on land that he took from an orphanage, and a fire that killed dozens of innocent children. The guilt was like a poison eating him from the inside. And this life of penance, it was the only antidote he could think of. But just as he's living out this quiet atonement, everything is about to be shattered. A devastating flood just rips through the city, and his secret school, it's right in the path of destruction. And in a heartbeat, the man nobody ever saw becomes a hero for everyone to see. Ranveer just charges into those floodwaters like a man possessed. He saves every single last child, right before the current sweeps him away. And then the truth just explodes. It spreads like wildfire. The entire city wakes up to this really harsh reality. The man they had all ignored and scorned was their silent savior. You can just imagine this wave of shame and regret washing over everyone. So what was his final wish? Was it for fame? For recognition? No. It was for his mission to continue.
for the school to endure. And that school becomes his legacy, a powerful testament to a life that was completely redeemed through selfless action. So there you have it, two completely different stories, but they both share one incredibly powerful lesson. Let's break down what they really teach us about the true meaning of strength. Think about it. Both the donkey and Ranveer were completely underestimated, right? Both of them faced down a powerful enemy, and both found their victory, not in fighting, not in brute force, but in a quiet, focused mind. It's amazing. One saved his own life, and the other, he saved his soul. And all of this kind of brings us to a whole new definition of what it means to be a hero. It's not about being in the spotlight. It's not about getting famous. It's about the quiet, unseen things you do that actually change the world, one person at a time. So that leaves us with one last question. For you, what's your hidden power? What's that quiet strength that you might be holding back? Look, the world might not see it yet, but it's in there, and it's just waiting to be unleashed. Thanks so much for joining me.